Howdy, Jacob here. Today we're looking at CTS Corporation in the electronic equipment, instruments, and components industry. 1.4 billion market cap, 1.3 billion enterprise value. They manufacture and sell sensors, actuators. I don't know what that is, but they sell electrical equipment industry and been around since 1896. 404 million in revenue to 550 million in revenue. Not a lot of growth there. Gross margin up a little bit, operating margin up a little bit. That's positive. Paid the same dividend that they've paid for the last 10 years. The return on invested capital, upper single digits. So possibly above weighted average cost of capital, creating business, but really not terrible. Slow growth, but really nothing else looking poor. Balance sheet, 164 million cash on hand, no short-term debt, 68 million long-term debt, 25 mil capital leases, so enough cash to write off all that interest-bearing debt. Free cash flow production has been positive every year the last 10 years. CapEx hasn't gone up much the last 10 years, and their cash from operations has over doubled, so huge production of free cash flow. Use of cash is every couple of years they have a big net acquisition. Otherwise, they pay a dividend of 0.33% yield, and it only pays out $5 million. They've bought down a little bit of debt and then bought back some shares. I'd say shares and acquisitions are a majority of their capital allocation. So revenue growth, I think, will probably be a 5% here, a 16 market average, higher end of the market average. Let's do 9, 11. 1% of shares is about 14 million. 28 million is 32 to offset stock-based compensation. And that's about half free cash flow, so that's reasonable. Dividend's been consistent, so I'll keep that there. So it's a good business. I think the price point to me isn't obviously cheap, but definitely a good business. I don't think you're going to get as sexy of growth as other companies, but I think, again, consistency creates value if you buy at the right price. And so I hope you enjoy the video and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.